downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick.
Yes. Good morning, Frederick. How are you this morning? It is Monday, June 10th. I'm your host, Dani Gurry. It is the 50th show of Good Morning, Frederick. I cannot even believe it. Actually, sometimes it feels longer, but it's been an amazing 50 shows. I can't wait to kind of look back and compile all the people that I have chatted with so far and introduced you to, hopefully. Great people, local businesses, and amazing nonprofits. And you know, last week I audited the numbers across all the platforms we stream to. If you didn't know, right now we're streaming to 6 places. And we topped 55,000 views, which is awesome, especially as we weren't quite even at 50 shows yet. I want to thank you so much. And we've actually hit 344 subscribers. We only have 156 to go to reach my 500 goal by June 15th. Just 5 days left. I don't know if we can do it, but I'm hoping we can. And we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers by September. When we hit these milestones, I'm going to be giving you guys some great stuff. I've got some swag to give you. If you're a subscriber and we hit 500, anytime we do that, I will be hooking you guys up with some great stuff. And some may be asking, why the push to get so many subscribers? Well, look, my passion is helping small businesses and nonprofits, and I want to help them by giving them as much exposure as possible. And to do this, I need the biggest platforms to know that we're creating some awesome content. This is why likes, shares, comments are so powerful. You hold the power to help all these people. Not just Good Morning Frederick, but all the local businesses you come across each day. A quick comment, a like only takes a couple of seconds, and you can check that off as your random act of kindness. All right, let me just see. Okay, I'm so excited today. We have Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express. They're going to be joining us to cover news, weather, and sports. I also want to let you know we've got the podcast is now available. It is available at promocircus.com. You can click on everything Frederick. You'll see the podcast there. Amazon Music, iHeart, Spotify, and soon to every single place you get your podcast. I want to thank my husband Ashley for making this happen this weekend, and we will get new episodes up every single day. Also, we have the new swag. I'm wearing one of our shirts. This is the women's cut. Royal blue, and it's got the Good Morning Frederick on the back. All right, these are available now at the home of everything Frederick. We've got pink tank tops. We've got these shirts in unisex as well with this color. And the OG shirts are there. I think we've got a few of those left, plus magnets and stickers. So if you have a magnet, send me a photo of where the magnet is. And starting today, later, I'm going to be showing you a photo. And if your photo is shown, you just have to text and you'll get some Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. I got to get all of that up and running because I do have a few photos, which is awesome. So email me a photo of where the magnet is in your house or on your vehicle. You can email that to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. And I will show the photos first thing in the show each day. And if your photo gets shown, you get Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. We just want to know that you've got your Good Morning Frederick proudly displayed. And I really appreciate all the feedback, all the love, and all the support that we've gotten so far. So let's see. I'm just going to have here. Today's show, we've got some great stuff. We have a new segment called Pawsome Pets, and that's sponsored by Pet and Home Care. I want to thank them. Brand new sponsor alert coming to Good Morning Frederick. I check out a bookmobile for the first time in decades. I did that on Friday. That was fun. You'll meet Brittany from Glow by Bee Spray Tans, and I chat with Sara Kephart from Sara Keph's Kitchen. Plus, of course, I've got all the events that are happening in Frederick for this week to help you plan. It's also happy first day of summer for all the Frederick County Public School kids who finished up on Friday. It's your first full day off of school. So if you're looking for fun stuff to do or you need a summer camp to go to, hopefully you're not driving your parents crazy already. But it is happy first day of summer to the kiddos. All right, let's get this show started. We love getting this show started for sure. Here we go. Of course, we have to thank our show sponsor. We help you move. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the whole thing easy. Veteran owned and a supporter of the Frederick community, and they are doing some great stuff, not only with moving, but certainly Pulling for Veterans is an organization founded by Nick as well. We Help You Move can move you really, if you're moving offices, maybe you need something just moved around in your house like I did, Nick can help you. And certainly, if you're utilizing a mover, maybe you've got somebody moving from another state and they're using a different mover, give Nick a call. He can make sure they're not going to hold your stuff ransom, which I've seen on social media so many times. It's nuts, actually, that they say they're moving your stuff and they're not legit and they want you to pay tons of money to get your own stuff back. Okay, I am thinking, let's just see. We are looking for Chris Michaels and Bob Miller from WFMD's Morning News Express. They're going to be joining us to do local news, weather, and sports. And plus, we're going to have some laughs. I've known these guys for quite a while, and I thought it would be fun to bring in some other media people to kind of help out, provide content, give you guys somebody else to listen to for a little while. So I see that Chris has joined. I did tell them 10 at 9:10, so I'm a little bit early. I got about 20 more seconds. Hopefully then they'll jump right in to the show. But yeah, just want to say thanks to them because I think having real news, I haven't done any news actually, so I thought a news update would be good. And let's see if we can. Oh, nope, he's not on yet. Let's see. Bob Miller, is he on yet? No, Bob dropped off completely. So, oh wait, here we go.
I'm here.
Here you are. You are here. Hey, how are you?
How are you, Dani? I am so excited to be part of this. It's amazing, and if we can just keep Chris blacked out, that'll be fine.
This might be the best he's looked any day.
Right? You know what? I'm going to have to be honest with you. I don't have great hair like you do.
Yes.
And then
it's okay.
I realized that I was going to be on this podcast, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't wash my hair. So, hey, the Frederick Keys are coming home on Tuesday. So what a great opportunity to wear some local home swag.
Well, absolutely. And you know what? I only book people who don't have hair as good as me. So that's why both you and Chris are on the show. So
I see like Chris a little bit in a corner somehow.
I know.
I'm here. If you can hear me, not sure what's going on with my camera.
Do you have tape over your camera? Is that like the privacy thing?
No, that I don't have. I'm seeing myself on my laptop here, but not. I see Bob's pretty face.
Well, you know, live podcasting
has to go brilliantly.
Well, I should just try to see if I could put up a picture of you on the screen.
Don't do that. We don't want to scare anybody.
And we trialed this last week. It worked just fine.
Yeah, and guess what? The one who forgot to call in and check it out, guess who's on? Yeah, that's right. Yours truly. Yeah.
And he's not wearing a Cowboys hat. That surprises me.
Well, I grabbed the first one I could find.
Yes.
That's all. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, Chris, I'm not. If you can maybe click on that link on your phone, we can actually see you on your phone, and then you can just mute it so we can see you and then we can hear you.
That'll work. We'll just do that. I do have the news prepared though, so that's a good thing.
Well, there you go. There you go. Gotta love it.
Is that what you want to do? Or I tell you what, while Chris is doing that, maybe I can do the sports.
Yes, let's do that, Bob. Go ahead.
Let him work that out a little bit. We talked about the Frederick Keys because the Frederick Keys are opened up their season on the road. They earned a crucial road victory yesterday afternoon. They beat the Mahoning Valley Scrappers by a score of 4-3 out in Ohio. They took a 3-0 lead early in the contest and never gave up the lead. They now head home after they finished a 6-game road trip. Now going back to Nimio Field at Harry Grove Stadium to take on the Trenton Thunder. The Orioles got a great game from Grayson Rodriguez, who took a perfect game into the 6th inning. Adley Rushman did exactly what he loves to do, and that is go yard, and he did it with all the bases full. Grand slam, drove in a career-high 6-run. The Orioles beat the Tampa Bay Rays by a score of 9-2. And if you see any of the highlights of that, you'll see more Oriole fans in Tampa than you saw Tampa Bay Ray fans. Anthony Santander also homered for the Orioles. The Orioles have 102 home runs, and that leads the major leagues. The Nationals defeated the Atlanta Braves yesterday by a score of 8-5, spoiling the major league debut of one of their pitchers, Hurston Waldrep. C.J. Abrams, drove in 3 runs for the Nationals, which won 3 of their last 4 from Atlanta and have improved to 6-2 on the season with the Braves. The Boston Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks yesterday 105-98 to take a 2-0 lead in the NBA Finals. Scottie Scheffler is the best golfer in the world, and he proved it again yesterday. He won the Memorial Tournament.
Awesome. All right, let's see. Oh, goodness. What do we...
I
had him up, and then he unconnected. So I'm not sure what happened here. It's all
Danny,
good.
that happens every day. Every day, Monday through Friday. Every day.
All right.
There he is.
You're going to have to mute something. Oh, boy. There we are. We good? Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know why we're good? You can't hear him.
Wait a minute. Let's see what we got here. All right, Chris, try one.
So we're going to have to do this.
Oh, my gracious. Well,
Danny,
there we go.
I deal with it every day. Every day, Danny. I deal with it every day.
Well, look, We will get this all sorted out for tomorrow's show for sure. But I really do want to thank you for the time to join us each morning to provide a look at local sports and news and maybe some weather. But I can cover the other stuff in the meantime.
Sunny and gorgeous today in Frederick, right? You can't beat it. And hopefully you have good editing tools.
Oh, God bless. All right. Look, you guys have a great day. I will chat with you tomorrow, and we'll get all this sorted out. Bob, enjoy the day.
Thank you for having us. We do appreciate it, Dani. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. All right. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye now.
Bye. All right. I had no idea. Of course, you practice these things, you try to make it work, but you just kind of go with the flow. So tomorrow we will have everything worked out, I'm sure. But want to thank Bob Miller for joining me there. All right, let's talk about what I have to give you. First, want to thank Thurmont Fireman's Carnival, opening on June 17th to the 22nd. The parade is actually on June 20th, so mark your calendars. Pre-sale ride tickets are now on sale, just $20. You can purchase them at Woodsboro Bank in Thurmont, Wise Markets in Thurmont, and Country Kitchen. Also, if you go to Guardian Hose Company, that is the fire company actually putting on the carnival. They do sell the tickets at the firehouse, but limited days and times, of course, because they're out busy saving all of us. So you're going to want to check them out on Facebook for the limited days and times that they're available. But I am going to be out at the Thurmont Fireman's Carnival on the 17th, so 1 week from today, to show you what that carnival is going to be all about. It's going to be a lot of fun. But you can win a ride wristband. All you have to do is text RIDE, and you can win that. I've got 5 to give away. Of course, we've got more Maryland Lottery scratch-offs this week. Just text MDL to win those. Every week we're giving those away. So you're going to want to be sure to check your text messages each week as well, because that's how I let you know you won. We also have Text Fit for a month of fitness classes from Fit for Mom. And just added, you can get a month of unlimited spray tans from Glow by Bee. She gave me that last night, so I'm passing it along to you. You're going to want to text TAN to win that, and you've got until, the 21st. You've got until the 21st, so that is next week, to enter to win unlimited spray tans from Glow by Bee for a month. That's awesome. All right. I am so excited for the brand new segment, Pawsome Pets, sponsored by Pet and Home Care. If you're looking for doggy daycare or dog walking, or how about overnight pet sitting? You can even try, they can come stay at your home. They can come for daily walks throughout the day. They'll do pretty much whatever you need them to do. Also, doggy daycare transportation is provided to some locations here in Frederick. You can contact Pet and Home Care. They can help. They can even provide kenneling if you need that, if you're going on vacation. Pet and Home Care have been providing trusted and reliable care since 1999. Go to petandhomecare.com. All right, Pawsome Pets, you get to meet Angel, and she was an angel.
So right now what we're doing is, because the kennels can get pretty hectic,
Yeah.
so we have people shop the wall, say, I want to see this one, and then we bring them outside to them, as opposed to that first meeting being where the dog's
Crazy
barking at the
and-
front of the kennel door and everything else. So
Oh.
necessarily.
Yeah.
So if someone had a dog, we'd still encourage them to meet her and maybe do what we call
Right.
meet and greet. But obviously that'd be something you'd have to feel out to make sure it was they were compatible.
Yeah.
But here it's surprising because although she's 7, she's still pretty spry. She's pretty active. You know, you wouldn't guess she's that old. So
You're so adorable. Hi. Oh, look at that
nice.
I think some people pass her by because of her age, but they don't really give her a chance outside of her kennel. So,
and there's
you
still
know.
a lot of years in a 7-year-old
Oh yeah,
dog.
definitely. So she's probably a staff and a volunteer favorite. She walks fairly well on a leash. Like I said, she does jump up.
The greeter.
Yeah, she needs some work on greeting people.
It's
She's just excited, so
okay.
she jumps on people.
I know, but I would be excited too to get out where you can kind of smell the smells. Oh.
Where are you going? Huh?
Are you such a pretty girl? You are. I know I don't have any more treats, but look at that face. That face.
I got some. Oh,
Oh.
look, there you go. Can you catch? Ready? Whoop, not quite. What about down? No, sit. Sit. Ready?
Go.
Down. Oh, good girl. Yes, come here. Take this off you.
Oh, yes.
I know. You see, I have the other one in my
I
hand.
know. Look at her. Look at her.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's been with us since February 8th.
Oh, I was going to ask.
So about 4 months.
What's the average stay right now
For dogs, if I had to put a number on it, I'd probably say around 80 days, probably 3 months.
Okay.
Our population for dogs was running extremely high.
Yeah, you said.
So it has come down some, but it makes it challenging when there's so many dogs competing for adoption and things like that. So.
And I know probably the certain breeds probably take longer to get adopted out.
That's right. I mean, we typically have a handful of pit bulls.
Right.
Not everybody can have a pit bull. Not everybody wants a pit bull, and that's
right.
all right.
Yeah, that is fine.
But then sometimes age sometimes plays a factor into it.
Right.
Sometimes some behaviors, depending on the behavior that needs to be modified. We get a lot of young dogs that haven't been taught that mouthing isn't appropriate.
Right.
So you just need to teach them that hands aren't toys and
Right.
things like that. They're not trying to be aggressive. They're just
Yeah.
being playful.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and they don't fit with every family.
No.
Typically we make recommendations of, no kids, younger kids, older kids, those
right.
kinds of things, based on what we've seen here.
Yeah. And tell me, I didn't even know you guys had the program, like I told you, and our audience saw the Humane Society of Carroll County.
Yeah.
Does kind of like a borrow a dog for a day or longer term. So you guys have weekend warriors.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So we have something similar to what you described.
Yep.
Our foster care program falls under our kennel supervisor, Brandy Oden, and you can traditional foster an animal if it needs it for
Right.
health, socialization, recovery, those kinds of things. We have a weekend program that you can take a dog for a weekend home, have a good time, let it decompress in your house. Or we do have the day outings that you could take a dog to Baker Park or to
Right.
Monocacy Battlefield or wherever you want to go with them. Within
Yeah.
reason,
Yeah.
within reason, and take them out and let them get some decompression time outside
Yeah.
the shelter.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
so I'm assuming so they just fill out some paperwork.
Yep,
they come in
exactly.
and try to
Yep.
figure out that's
And we set you up if you do the day outing. We have a bag that you
Yeah.
get with leashes and a water bowl and poop bags and
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
things. For the weekend, we make sure you have food and those kinds of things, everything the dog would need for the weekend.
Well,
and
it's great. It's like having grandkids,
Yeah.
right? You take them for a little bit
Yeah.
and then you give them back.
Yep.
How many people keep the dog after?
well, we've had a few foster fails.
Fails,
yeah,
yeah.
that's for sure.
That
But it does
would
gain insight.
Yes.
Because the behaviors you see in the shelter are
Yeah.
and then behaviors you see outside of the shelter may be different. So it does
Right.
give you a little insight into behaviors you might not be able to see here
Yeah.
while they're at the
exactly.
shelter.
And look at you.
Yeah.
And it is, the more time you spend with a dog, you can
Yep.
always tell. They're,
Yeah.
everything seems to calm down a bit. They get used to what they're seeing and doing, and
Yep.
yeah, how sweet.
Yeah, I think over the years shelters have tried to become more adaptive to, hey, let's try this.
Yeah.
We see a lot of folks fail animals, if you will.
Yeah.
So I think being an employee at a shelter, you can sometimes not be as trusting of everyone.
Yeah.
So, you try though.
Yeah.
Remember the good things that have come out of
Yeah.
adoptions and fostering and all that. So.
Oh, she's so good.
There you
Oh
go.
my goodness.
Oh. There you go, girl.
She's so good. She really is calm and
Yeah.
sweet, and
Yeah,
Goodness
you know, as far as the dog goes, she likely wouldn't need a ton of exercise every day, but at the same time, she'd probably be a good walking companion.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to do a couple
get her
miles.
used to, yeah, exactly.
I think she can definitely handle that physically, but
Yeah.
then she wouldn't be that like a young dog that is just bothering you to let's do more, let's do more.
let's go.
At the end of the night, she'd likely settle down and just want to sit beside you and be a couch potato.
Oh, but how sweet. All right, so she is available for adoption. Now, what do people need to do if they are interested in her or any other of the animals here?
So we still we still are asking people to make a reservation. So you can do that at visitfcac.as.me.
Yep.
You come in, you look at the dogs we have available, you pick which ones you want to see, we bring them out to you, or if you're interested in cats, you just go back to our cat room or our small animal room.
Yeah.
Angel's adoption fee is because she's 7 years old, it's $72.50, includes spaying, microchipping, rabies, distemper, bordetella, a county license, pretty much everything she needs for the first year of her life. So I like to think it's a good deal.
It is a great deal. You're a great deal. Yes, you are. And you're so sweet. You would make a family a great pet. You would.
Yeah.
Huh? Are you a possum pet? I think you are. I think you are. Awesome. Well, we appreciate it, Sean, and we hope that you're not here when we come back. We hope so. I know. I know. Such a pretty girl. I know. Oh, yes. That was perfect.
Kiss the camera.
Yep. She gave a kiss to the camera right before we left, so want to thank Sean and Frederick County Animal Control for introducing us to Angel. And again, we always hope that those dogs are not there when we head back. All right, I think I've got Chris. We're going to jump to him very quickly. All right, look at this.
I looked a lot better when it was all black.
Yeah, well, you know, we were saying that, but you weren't even here to defend yourself on that one.
I see you got Sean Snyder, too. You know, all the ones I've been working with Sean Snyder is the first time I've actually seen how he looked. He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, he is a good-looking dude. I know. He just sends you his stuff, apparently. You guys don't have him in there anymore.
Correct. But what I do have, Dani, is I have some headline news locally here in Frederick, so I'm going to get started with that.
All right.
We're going to start off with some politics here. The Maryland Healthcare Advocacy Group wants the drug cost pledges from candidates. The Maryland Citizens Health Initiative sent a letter asking Senate and congressional primary election winners to sign the pledge supporting the healthcare and prescription drug affordability providers of the Inflation Reduction Act. President Vincent DeMarco said, quote, we're going to really let the people of Maryland know who signed and who hasn't. Now, the provision would allow the government to negotiate prices with drug manufacturers to lower costs for people in Medicare, like a $35 monthly cap for insulin and a $2,000 yearly cap for all medication, which right now a lot of people are having trouble getting their medications. Now, according to DeMarco, most Democrats have signed the pledge, but Republican Senate Larry Hogan and Republican congressional candidate Neil Parrott have yet to sign up. DeMarco said there's a deadline of July 15th to sign that pledge. Also locally here, 3 more suspects charged in the murder of a Frederick teen were apprehended last month. Frederick police say that 3 more suspects have been arrested in connection with the murder of a teenager last year. Azel Ernesto Perez Rojas, 23, was taken into custody on May 9th, charged with being the accessory after the fact of the murder of Limber Lopez Funes, 15, only 15 years old. He also had an active arrest warrant for failing to appear in court on a felony drug charges. The U.S. Marshals Capitol Arena Regional Fugitive Task Force arrested Santos Reyes de Paz Cruz, 22, on May 14th at his home in Frederick. He has an active arrest warrant for first-degree murder in connection with this homicide. And then finally, for news today, and this really burned me up here, a Laurel resident who was a caregiver for a vulnerable adult was sentenced on Friday in Frederick County Circuit Court. 49-year-old Emmanuel Owai was given 12 months to serve in the local adult detention center with another 9 years of the sentence suspended. Owai was convicted of first-degree neglect of a vulnerable adult following a bench trial on May 28th. The state's attorney's office says that Owai was the caregiver for a 55-year-old man who suffered from Down syndrome, and dementia. He was found lying on the ground of an apartment complex in Frederick in August of last year. The sheriff's office determined he removed the screen from his bedroom window and jumped out, falling 3 stories. Deputies contacted OYI. They learned he was paid to be a caregiver for the victim, but had failed to supervise the man as required. The victim is confined to a wheelchair and will not be able to live outside of a nursing home. As part of his sentence, OYI will be on 5 years probation and may not work with vulnerable adults or children. And taking a quick look at our weather forecast. Man, spring has sprung. Summer is around the corner. And, well, today's weather is brought to you by our sister station, Free Country 99.9. Today, we're looking at cloudy skies with the highest 78. A few showers are possible late tonight with a low of 64. And taking a look at tomorrow morning, when you wake up with me and Bob on the Morning News Express at 6 a.m., you'll see partly cloudy skies and a low of 59. Tomorrow, look for a high of 74, getting down to a low of 64. Wednesday, we'll have partly cloudy skies. And that's it for your forecast. Dani, thank you so much for your wonderful patience and your great viewers out there.
Yeah, well, I tell you, that news is depressing. I'm glad we have some positivity on Good Morning Frederick. My goodness.
Well, you'll see me. It might be a little depressing. Then Dani Gurry will bring you back up again. Dani, again, I want to say you're doing an awesome job with this platform, keeping everybody informed. And me and Bob are so elated to be with you and helping you out in this. Keep rocking. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Chris. I will see you tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye.
All right. Want to thank him for joining us. That is depressing. That's why we keep things positive and lighthearted. Goodness gracious. All right. Coming up after the break, I hop onto a bookmobile for the first time in a long time. And you're going to meet Brittany from Glow by Bee Spray Tans, who's been mastering her craft for a decade. And Sara Kephart is moving up with catering gigs and meal deliveries. And she's gearing up for Colorfest. And it's all coming up right after this quick break.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
A&S Construction is locally owned and operated. They're award-winning woman and minority-owned business. They specialize in everything on the exterior of your home, like roofing and siding, plus windows, gutters, patios, and decks. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Sandra is the face of that company, and she is amazing. I can't wait to go on to the job site with her. We're going to be organizing that, I think, in the next week or so. And she has passed along this offer to you. $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick and visit her. info@ansconstruction.net is the email or the website, ansconstruction.net. All right, let's see what is happening in this great town we call Frederick. This is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, pretty much anything you can put on your floor, they can handle. They'll get it for you. If you want some specialty maple, mahogany, something or other, ask them. I know. They'll be able to find it for you. Give them a call today, 301-948-9663, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. Now, I got to tell you something. The boss, my brother works for Atlas Wood Floors, and he hooked up because I was starting this show. He's being a good brother and saying, hey, let's go ahead and sponsor. But the big guy is questioning if things are working. So I tell them, look, you just need one wood floor, quote, to make this worthwhile, right? So call for a quote. My little brother might be coming to your door, and let them know you saw them on Good Morning Frederick for sure. Real quick, we're going to chat about the Sisters in Charity Garden Party. That I want to mark your calendars. Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is our garden party. Just come on out and say, hey, bring a couple $5 bills with you so you can buy some raffle tickets. I'm going to get Shannon maybe to bring our swipers so we can take credit cards, but I will be sure to be able to take Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. I will pass that right along to the charities and make sure you get your raffle tickets. So we will have all of that information available as soon as the baskets are live, which starts this Wednesday evening. And I'm also looking to collect 200 pairs of shoes for Souls of Love. New shoes for kids in Frederick County. I need them. So if you bring a pair of new shoes to the garden party, you're going to get 2 raffle tickets. All right. For every new pair you bring, I'll give you 2 raffle tickets to win amazing baskets. And if you want to know what is happening in Frederick, well, of course, you know where to go. You're going to go to promocircus.com. You're going to click on event. Oh, look, you can see the podcast is here now, too. I got to look around my thing here. All right. Calendar of events. That is coming up right here, and tons of great things going on. You know, you got to click on the agenda view so you can see what's happening. Want to remind you, the Flying Cows Summer Camp, registering now, that's the week of July 15th or July 22nd. That's happening at Monocacy Middle School with Coach Ed and some of the players from the Cows. I'm going to be stopping by there to see how they're doing. I think we should have an MC camp. What do you think? I could have a camp for young and up-and-coming MCs who want to be the MC of the Flying Cows. I had a great time doing that job, I got to tell you. And I'll be back next year, don't you worry, as long as they'll have me. All right, we are still looking for nominations for Sheroes. That is the Chamber of Commerce's Shero Awards coming up soon. Looking for women of strength, heart, and equality. If you know any of those ladies, please nominate them. All the links are on the calendar. Of course, we've still got the Troy Fest scholarship opportunity. If you know a youngster who wants to do music lessons or play in a band or do any of that great stuff or needs an instrument, check out the Troy Fest scholarship opportunity. This is all through Rhythm Changes. And they will announce the winner at their September 7th event. All right, let's see what else is happening. Of course, this week, I think I put, yes, the Regal's Summer Movie Express starts this week. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I think. Definitely Tuesdays, all right? These are your $1 movies available at Regal Westview, right on Buckystown Pike. Again, if it's really hot or you're looking to entertain the kids for a couple of hours, that's a great way to do it. We've also got our basket raffle. I got to change that time. Let's go here to the Downtown Frederick Night Market, because that is when the baskets will be on display. There is a night market this Wednesday, 5 to 9 p.m., downtown Frederick. Many of the store owners are going to be open from 5 to 9 and have activities and fun stuff. Lots of them are giving away, glasses of wine and other fun stuff for you to come visit. We will be at the home of Everything Frederick with all of the baskets available for raffle on display. This will be the first time that you can come see them, check them out, and see which ones you want to support. Hopefully it will be all of them, but either way, we'd love to see you at the home of Everything Frederick this Wednesday, 5 to 9 p.m. We will be there, all right? And then our basket raffle, you'll be able to buy tickets every single day. The shop is open from Thursday to Sunday, and then we will announce who's in the lead before the event on Tuesday. Of course, coming up later this week on Thursday, you've got WFRE's Country on the Creek at South Mountain Creamery and Alive at 5 at Carroll Creek. You've also got tons of farmers markets, and the Starlight Family Film Festival is happening at the Urbana Library. If you haven't been to this event, free, a lot of fun. They're showing Super Mario Brothers. And it's a really great time to get outside and enjoy. Again, you got to fill up those calendars for those kids and keep them busy this summer. And that's a great way to do it. This weekend, there is live music. I have tried to put on as much live music as I can find. You can check out Scott Ambush, who is a local celebrity musician. He is playing at Rockwell. That does require a ticket purchase. And the Frederick Keys are home, as Bob was saying. Actually, their home opener is the 11th. So that is Tuesday. Home versus Trenton on the 11th, which is this Tuesday, 7 o'clock game is the very first game for the Frederick Keys. So if you want to check out the Keys games, you can do that. And want to remind you, June 22nd is the Veterans Free Family Fun Day. If you know a veteran, or you are a veteran, or maybe you're a first responder, or anyone like that, please come on out to this Veteran Family Fun Day. It's from 3 to 9 p.m. at the Burkittsville Ruritan Club. I'm going to be emceeing the day. Free food, live music, family-friendly activities like tug-of-war, and we're having a checkers tournament, which I love because I can play checkers. I'm not good, so I'll be out first round, but it's okay. And it's going to be a great social event. Bring your blankets, bring your chairs. We will provide everything else. Pulling for Veterans is putting on that event for you, and we'd love to see you out there. I believe over 200 people have RSVP'd. We have room for 500. So please come out and enjoy the day with us. And if you have an event you want included on the calendar, all you have to do is email it to me at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. All right, I checked out the Frederick Airport on Friday for their family day, and tomorrow you're going to meet Sean Dempsey, who is the manager over there. But I happened upon a bookmobile and decided to check it out since it had been so long since I'd been on one before. Let's say hey to the bookmobile. At the Frederick Airport, and I'm on a bookmobile. And I haven't been on a bookmobile, I swear, since I was probably 7 years old.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. It used to come to our neighborhood. I lived right off Possumtown Pike.
Okay.
But it was about 2 miles from Amber Meadows back in the day when that was like rural, right?
Oh, yes.
And amazing. So you guys bring the books to the people.
We do, and actually we're back in Amber Meadows. It's one of our newer stops.
Nice.
About a year ago we started going to that neighborhood, but we try to get out and about in Frederick County in areas that are underserved by a library branch.
Okay. So Jen, are you a paid employee of the? Okay, so
I am.
You are a driver. You drive the library on wheels
Yes.
to different neighborhoods to allow kids to get books.
Absolutely, and there are actually 2 bookmobiles in Frederick County. This is the community bookmobile. We're open to the public, and then we have the early start bookmobile. And we serve, it's close to the public, but we serve Head Starts, Judy Centers, pre-Ks around the county.
Okay, so you actually go to centers and help them out that they don't have access to a library.
Exactly.
Very good. Do you find that people are excited when I remember we were excited as kids when
Absolutely.
the bookmobile pulled up, because what a great thing to have where you can just come on in, find some books and check them out.
Yes, and today we had a kiddo come on, I know you come to my school. So
Yes.
that's what it's all about, getting out there in the community and having folks recognize us and have a good experience with the library.
And that's amazing. And I mean, because I'm old, these things have been running, not this particular bus, but they've been running for a long time, bookmobiles.
Yes. Well, Frederick County, I think the 1950s is when we
I'm
were
not
started.
that old, but close. 70s maybe. Yeah, that's amazing though.
Yeah, we've been going
because
for a long
lot
time.
of communities don't have access to this, and
Yes.
so keeping kids engaged with reading throughout the summer, especially.
Yes.
So, do you guys? How do people know where the bookmobile goes?
So on our website, fcpl.org, you can search Bookmobile, and the community Bookmobile schedule is posted. It doesn't change. We have hard copies printed out on board, but folks know we usually do a midday stop and an evening stop. So we try to accommodate people that are working and that they can come. We're usually at our community stops until 6 p.m. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent. If there was one thing you'd want Frederick to know about the bookmobile, what would that be?
Oh, that's a good question. I think just to get a better understanding, because a lot of folks hear about the bookmobile, they might see us on the road, but they don't understand all the places we're going. And of course that there are two, because we look exactly the same, the buses look the same.
Sure.
And that we also try to be out in the community for different events, and like we are today at the airport, to get folks excited about services, because a lot of new people coming to Frederick County,
There are.
and they don't necessarily know that the bookmobile might park right down the road from them, and they don't even need to drive over to visit a branch.
Yeah, and so when you go to the same places every week, or is it every other week?
Every other week.
Right,
So we're on
okay.
a 2-week rotation.
Okay.
And we allow people to check out materials for a month. So
nice.
that way, if they can't make it in 2 weeks, they've got another 2 weeks to meet up with us. But we make it really easy. No fines. And automatic renewals are a new thing as well. So.
Oh, nice. How about getting a library card? Can they do that here as well?
Absolutely.
So you're really like the full service library on wheels.
Yes, I guess that's what people don't know. We're pretty much full service. We generate a Wi-Fi signal, so if people need to use Wi-Fi, they can just come by and use our Wi-Fi service.
Nice.
And that we can get them any materials they want. So we try to have a collection where we have a little bit for everybody, but they can place things on hold, and we bring them out to the various stops.
Oh, come on, people.
We try to make it easy.
No excuse not to get reading, and the summer reading program would have just kicked off
It
recently.
did. I signed up a bunch of kids this morning.
Nice.
So yes, we're excited about that. And it's not just for kids, it's for adults too.
That's right. Everybody should read more frequently. There's a bunch of great books on the bookmobile, but you have the entire library system at your fingertips. Just select, I would imagine, the bookmobile.
Community Bookmobile, and you might get a phone call from us if we don't recognize your name.
Just say, hey, we want to make sure you understand what you're doing.
Exactly, and where we want to make sure we get your book to the right place too.
Excellent. All right, I want to thank Jen. You got to check out the bookmobile. At least get to the Frederick libraries. There are a ton, usually right in your communities. The Middletown Library, gorgeous.
Yes.
I just visited that recently.
Yes, beautiful.
And I put on the Everything Frederick calendar most of the events happening in our libraries as well. Tons of free programming.
Absolutely.
Holy cow.
Yes, year round, but summer is a special time.
Yes.
There's a lot of special performers and visitors that come to the different branches for summer reading.
If you're looking to keep the kids from saying I'm bored, check out the library.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Check out the bookmobile coming to neighborhoods near you. All right. Quick break. I know we're running late. It's all good. We're going to check out Sara Kephart and Brittany from Glow by Bees coming up right after this.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
right, Brittany from Glow by Bee Spray Tans is all about providing the best customer service experience possible. So you can't blindly schedule an appointment without chatting with her first. She wants to make sure you're getting what you want. Here's Brittany, Glow by Bee Tans. Good in the summer doesn't mean you have to lay out. Actually, it's not that good for you anyway, but you can get spray tanned. And I'm excited to chat with Brittany with Glow by Bee Spray Tan. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for joining me today. The technology of spray tanning has changed over the years. How long have you been doing this?
So I've been doing spray tanning for well over a decade on not only myself, but other people.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I used to be a manager at Palm Beach Tan for several years before I went solo.
Okay.
I've been solo for the last 5 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. Do you have your own studio?
So I started out as mobile, and then it's kind of a story. I started out as mobile in 2019. And then I did have a salon suite out on Route 40 for about a year and a half, 2 years. And then I went back to mobile, but I also am in home at my house as well. So that's kind of where we're at now.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I mean, obviously mobile, I think would be very convenient for people, not even having to leave their house. What have you noticed over the years in doing this that has changed or improved? Are there different techniques? How does that work?
Yeah, for sure. So everyone used to think about spray tans like a decade ago and would be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be orange, right? Like that's like the dreaded thing. With spray tan. Spray tanning has come a really long way. I do airbrush, which is everything by hand. I do it with a gun and I literally hand blend things out. Most people think of spray tanning when it's like the booth where it just like saturates.
Yep.
Right.
You get the vision of Ross in Friends, right?
Completely friend scenario, right? So it's totally different now. Like I tell everybody, I promise you, you're not going to be orange. It's my number one question.
Yeah, I bet.
So solutions have come a long way. Of course, technique is based down to the artistry of each, artist. I'm 2 times master certified, so I'd like to say I think I'm pretty good at what I do at this point.
Yeah.
I'm actually in my best week ever right now, which is like amazing. I'm so excited for this week. Today is Tanning Thursday, and it's usually really busy on Thursdays, but I've got like 11 clients today.
Wow.
So yeah, so 28 tans from Tuesday to Saturday this week.
Holy cow. And so you've been doing this for a while. Why do you think this week all of a sudden that it's gotten so busy?
So recently I've started showing up more, like showing my face and being more authentic. I feel like for a good while my account was pretty faceless. I would only show like my clients and stuff, not show myself. I've noticed a huge increase in my engagement, my bookings, and just community, just networking in general, speaking with people about spray tanning in general. Just since I've been showing my face like on Instagram or on Facebook, and just, giving out information that, people aren't experts on this and I am. So it's my job kind of to educate somebody on.
Of course.
Yeah. Into that.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you do some marketing and then just add on to that. It's just like this big boulder rolling down the hill. It's awesome. I'm really glad that that's happened for you. What is the biggest challenge you've had over the years of owning your spray tan business?
Maintaining and obtaining clients, staying consistent has been really key for me. I started out really small, right? I was just mobile, but I feel like if you deliver A1 customer service, they're not going to forget you. Not only if you're giving them a great spray tan, but you're giving them very personalized, conversation and things like that. For example, I don't have a booking link anymore because I like to talk to my clients specifically about their needs, their goals, their skin types, things like that. So my biggest challenge, I would say, has definitely been staying consistent. Since I've been really doing that, things have really taken off.
Yeah.
Just it really comes down to like how you talk to your clients and how you make them feel.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that is good advice for any business. When you make a client feel special and they feel like they're getting that one-on-one customized attention, yeah, why would they go anywhere else? What is your biggest advice for people who are looking to be spray tanned? Do you have kind of like, this is how you can prep for it, this is what to expect?
That's actually a really great question, because spray tanning is like a 50-50 ordeal, really. And a lot of people don't realize that. There's a lot of the prep and aftercare is really crucial to not only finding a great artist that can do the technique and have a great solution, and they can customize that solution for your specific skin type and needs and wants and goals without looking fake or anything like that. So I would definitely say educate yourself, ask questions. No question is too dumb when it comes to this, because someone is literally spraying like makeup on your entire body. And if you've never had that done before, that can kind of be like an intimidating process for somebody. So I try to walk everybody. I send them there's a prep and waiver form that I send to all my clients. So the information is listed on the sheet. They have to consent to that. However, in addition to that, I feel that it's very important for them to hear me also say to them, this is what you need to do the day before. This is how you prep for the best outcome. This is what you need to do after. And then we go from there. Questions feed off of what I'm telling them.
Yeah, that's great to know that you prep. So for somebody, I'm assuming you get probably a lot of people who are attending maybe a special event and want to look a little bit dark, especially right now. My legs are so pasty white and putting shorts on or skirts on. Do you recommend, if somebody says, oh, I want to look, X dark, and do you say, oh my gosh, I wouldn't recommend doing that, or you let them do whatever they want to do?
Well, no, usually not. I don't.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, I like to ask for photos of the clients. Like most of these people reaching out to me on social media, so I can kind of like look at their pictures anyways. But I always ask for a picture in good lighting so I can get a good idea of what their skin type is. You definitely want an artist that knows the Fitzpatrick scale and color theory. If you don't, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
So when it comes to customizing a solution, you want to go like as natural as possible. Also, the solution will only go but so like what your skin will allow it. So some people leave theirs on overnight. I don't really recommend that. I try to have my girls do like 4 to 6 hours. That's usually like a really good time post spray tan for them to take a shower. And then they're obviously going to be a little bit darker initially because there's cosmetic bronzers in the solution, but when they rinse, they're going to be 2 to 3 shades lighter and look really natural.
Gotcha.
Spray tan will continue to develop a little bit overnight, but it will stop the bronzing at that point.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense. So you get spray tan, and then you have to let it set for a while, and then you can shower and all of that. I get that. Yeah, for sure. How long will the spray tan last somebody?
So depending on your aftercare and you're using the appropriate products that are spray tan safe, anywhere between like 7 to 10 days.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. So
if
you're going, no, that's really good. Now, do you find you're doing a lot of maintenance type packages that are available, or do you find people just kind of come in and do a once off depending upon an event that they're going to or things like that?
I actually have a pretty wide array of clients. I do have my regulars. I have a few that do have memberships that come to me once a week. But then I do have new clients that come to me just for special events, things like that, like weddings. We have a bridal package where you can get a trial tan and a wedding day tan and a free gift from me. And then we also have like group packages for like, bridesmaids parties and things like that. I can go mobile and we can do make it a whole little like bachelorette party thing. I've done that many times. And then I've got, clients that are just like every day, like I'm very fair skinned and I'm going to a gala and I, have a pale pink dress and I don't know what it's about, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Every day, your everyday girl is coming to me for.
Is there, so, I feel like by your comment earlier this week is really, you feel like you've kind of, hit the mark and you're pacing at a place that you'd like to be. Do you have any other like major goals from now to the end of the year that you'd like to achieve? Anything specific?
Yeah, for sure. I've been dipping into working with some local influencers lately, and I'd like to kind of explore that a little bit further. Definitely, I've been doing some giveaways with other local businesses and community outreach and things like that. I'd like that to continue. I think I mentioned I am still currently at home right now, and with the amount of clients I have at this point, it's crucial for me to find a salon space again, but I want to stay in the downtown area because like everybody loves my location. So that is a goal for this year, is to get back into a salon suite just because of the volume of people that I'm seeing at this point again.
Yeah. So tell people how easy they can contact you. What do you prefer?
I'm not going to be the person to just send you a booking link and not talk to you about anything until I see you. So the way you can contact me is Instagram at Glow by Beast Tans, or Facebook. A lot of people find me through the Everything Frederick group. This group has been absolutely amazing for me and my business. Thank you guys so much. But yes, either that or you can text or call me. I do take last minute appointments. So if you you're like, hey, I need a tan in like an hour, somebody canceled on me or whatever the situation may be, call me. My number's listed on my social media pages and you can get in touch with me very quickly that way.
I want to point out the t-shirt. Who did that for you?
So Sharon at Frederick Window Tinting did this, a part of the Fox Tree Designs.
Yeah?
They did a great job. I loved it so much that I ended up ordering a hoodie, one that says Glow by B on the front and has the same bag. And I think we'll also be having her do logo t-shirts and tanning tees to offer to my clients as well.
Awesome. They do a great job. We love Sharon at Fox Tree Designs, and they take care of local business and business around the area all the time. Just wanted to give them a shout out for you. That's great. Well, look, we really appreciate the time. We wish you all the success in the world. And if you keep up that marketing and utilizing Everything Frederick and more, I have no doubt you'll be in a salon suite soon.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your support.
All right. I want to thank Brittany and Glow by B Spray Tans. I want to thank Dublin Roasters. I don't think I mentioned them because I'm in such a hurry now. I know we're over time, although I don't really have a deadline. My show, right, can go as long as I need it to. One of the Dublin Roasters is the Frederick Coffee House, fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or DublinRoastersCoffee.com. I want to thank Brittany for her time and for the giveaway. Don't forget, text TAN to 888-465-2944 if you would like to win the tanning for a month. That is a great prize. All right, let's get right to Market Makers again, this time sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. All right, Pulling for Veterans. Spread the word, the free Family Fun Day for all veterans, first responders, and their families on June 22nd at Burkittsville Ruritan Park. Live music, food, activities, and more. Head to pullingforveterans.org for the details. We're asking you to sign up, but just so we get a count for the food, tickets are free. You can just let us know how many you need, and we'd be glad to have you. Sara Kephart has loved creating food experiences since she was young. She is getting ready to embark on some exciting changes that could bring her food to even more people. Let's meet Sara Kephart. At the home of Everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. I'm going to take you on a little tour of the shop too so you can see it, but I am here with Sara Kephart. How are you today?
I'm good.
So we met a couple years ago,
Yeah.
I think, when you were kind of first getting moving, I think.
Yes, it was my first year.
Yes.
And I dropped off food to you.
You did, which was delicious, by the way. And now you are just exploding. How are you doing?
Good. I've been so busy, but it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Which I keep reminding myself, like every time I have super busy days, that's all I think about. It's just, this is what I've wanted to do forever.
So kind of take us back to the very beginning,
Okay.
your love for cooking and preparing amazing food. Where did that start?
I think with my dad and my granny, and also my mom not being a very good cook. When I was little, my dad would always make waffles on like Saturday and Sunday mornings, and he'd crack the egg with one hand, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. So when they were cooking, I would cook with them. And then my granny loved like baking bread, and she made it in these like little metal coffee cans because so I think my grandpa's one of like 8. I feel like I should know this. And then his mom like couldn't afford to have all these bread pans or buy bread, so they had metal coffee cans because that's what coffee came in.
Yeah.
And they'd cut it in that, and then it had little rings so you knew where to slice it. And she passed away in February, so I got a couple bread cans, so I'm like so excited to use them.
Oh, that's so wild.
So then when I got older, my mom was just busy working, my dad was working, and then I was just home alone, and I'm like, I'm just gonna cook dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really like where it started, and I just never stopped.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you know, it's funny, my stepmother hates to cook, and they're not good at it when they hate it, right? And when you love it and you're passionate about it, you really, it's just different. It's just different. What is your favorite thing to make?
This is the
It's like your
worst
favorite child.
question. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I feel like at home when I cook, I love using like local ingredients and seasonal stuff. I just watched your interview with Moon Valley Farm, and I was like totally fangirling.
I love
she's
her.
Amazing. I met her a couple months ago, and I've like gotten boxes from them. I order from them. So I love like
I just got
cool
my
stuff.
first box Wednesday. Oh my
It is
God.
awesome.
It is so awesome.
Yeah, I love her. So
Yeah.
I love getting stuff from there because it's fun. I love Hemp's Meats in Jefferson. They're some of my favorite people in the world. So like grab steaks from there, have veggies, and then like Kemptown honey I use a lot. So I just got a whole gallon of honey from them.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I have a garden that I grow Moon Valley's little plants.
Yeah.
So I
That's
think that's
awesome.
my favorite thing to cook.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I think that when you utilize local and you're seasonal and everything changes as the seasons go, you're giving the freshest stuff possible.
Yes.
So you do catering? Do you still do delivery so people can still order food
Yes.
and have it delivered? What's been the biggest takeoff for you, or is everything just busier?
I feel like the meal delivery's been really steady, and it's nice to have like regular customers that they can call me and be like, hey, it's so-and-so, and I'm like, I know where you live, I know what you ordered, like this is it. But catering has gotten so busy, which is so much fun because I love it. It's like where I get to be super creative and make fun stuff. I recently had this bride say like she didn't want anyone doing her bridal shower besides me, and I was like, stop.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it was like the best feeling. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, besides me, you literally never have my food. But she's like, it's just like Pinterest, and that's what I want. It's like, okay, girl, thank you.
I love it. I love it. But it is great. And you're able to kind of take these big flavors that you do in big things and make it small and tasty and pretty. And so we had that for the grand opening here. We had some of your little hors d'oeuvres, and they were wonderful. What is coming for you in the next 6 to 12 months? I think I saw a little version.
You got like a little sneak
Pop in
peek.
earlier.
I sent Dani the wrong address. She went to my spot in Thurmont, and I was like, oh, we're not there.
Yeah.
I think there's supposed to be the hood guys in there today. Like,
I don't know. I saw everything apart. I'm like, this is really interesting. I mean, it would have made a good place because we would have promoted what was coming.
Yeah.
But
So
you have a spot.
Yes. In November, I went to the auction that was formerly Hoffman's Market in Thurmont. They were auctioning the building, and I won, and I was so excited. I got it for a really good price, but it hasn't been updated in years. decades, perhaps,
Yeah.
and it needs help. And I want it up, just done right and done beautifully.
Yeah.
So my dad and my uncle helped me like put up some of the walls, like just put some like fiberglass over it, so it makes it food safe, which goes along with the health department standards, but then it's also really pretty.
Yeah.
The hood guys have been working in there, the plumber's been in there, my electrician's been in there, so it's cool to play
Exciting.
like general contractor.
And it's going to be a great spot.
Yeah.
It was funny when I was pulling up, I'm like, why doesn't she have any signage? What is happening?
because it looks crazy inside right now.
A little bit.
She's getting a makeover.
Yes, I love it. We all need that every now and then. And I think that's going to be such a great location for you. Now, with that location, is it just going to be your working kitchen, or are people going to be able to stop in? Are you going to?
At first, just working.
Okay.
Because of the amount of work that needs to go into it, I just want to get in as soon as I can. So I've been working with the health department and finding out like what I need and what I can just wait a little bit.
Right.
So there's like a back part of it that is going to take a little bit longer, but they're like, if you just use that to just, put your purse and your jacket, and then the front is where all the food goes, then we can start in there. And then in the future, if I want people to come in, which I definitely do, then I can move my storage to the back and have a little
Right,
storefront.
rearrange
So
everything.
it's like my 5-year plan.
Exciting.
We'll give it a little bit.
though. Look at you. I mean, literally from bringing food from your car, right?
I know.
To having your own storefront.
Yeah.
That is so exciting, and this is exactly why we love highlighting businesses like you, because it really is, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Is the growth and continuing to get you some exposure. Is there any event that is like on your pin board? This is what I want to do, or is there any type of thing that you're like, this is on my future board?
There's 2, I think, and they're very different.
Okay.
The one is like I get to prepare for my first ever Color Fest this year, and I'm right in Thurmont, so like I'm so excited. So like this whole time I'm like, months ahead, that's just like, these are all like the fall flavors and the little like take home things. Just because.
So what are you going to do for Color Fest?
Oh my gosh, I just have too many ideas. But I'm hoping it can be kind of like what I sell for meal delivery, that people who are like out of town can come in, grab this stuff, and then they're taking like the flavors of Color Fest and like our cool like local Thurmont and Frederick like ingredients home with them, but like already prepared into a beautiful dish.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. But I've had this dream forever because I love like using the local ingredients to find like a garden or like a farm or something and do like a plated fine dining dinner, like long table.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's just what I think about when I get bored.
That would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I think
bet
it'd be
Emma
fun.
would let us do it there.
I had never thought about her.
And she's
Yeah.
building that, going to be a production facility.
Okay, Emma, I'm
We're
gonna hit
hooking
you
this
up.
up. We're hooking this up because I think that would be awesome.
Yeah,
Where
that's
you
just a little
basically
daydream.
bring the food from the
Yes,
pick
but
it.
that would be perfect with Moon Valley.
It
They
would
have
be
so much-
perfect. We're doing it. All right, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. How can people sign up for your meal delivery service?
If they go on to my website, sarakepskitchen.com, there is a newsletter you can sign up for, so that'll send you all of the emails every week to remind you. And then we don't have a subscription. You can just pick and choose as much or as little as you want for delivery every week.
Yeah.
So deadline is Friday at midnight, and then I cook all day Monday, and then Tuesday is when it gets delivered.
So perfect if you're having people come in from out of town. Maybe you're coming home from vacation and you know the fridge is going to be empty.
Yep.
What a great, you order and then right there on your doorstep, fresh, delicious food. And of course, if you have catering needs for anything,
Yes.
corporate picnics, weddings, baby showers, all of that, she can do it. And you customize everything, right?
I do.
Yeah.
When is it? This Saturday. Today's Thursday? Perfect. This Saturday. Yesterday I thought it was Friday. I was like telling
I've
people it
done
was the
that
last day to order. I
many
was like, oh my
times.
gosh, I'm so
Yeah.
embarrassed.
I actually did that on the show. Said the wrong day. You guys know, so yeah.
Just got too much going on.
I know.
This Saturday I have a lunch for a family of 10, a lunch for like a pool party, and then a grad party at night. So it's
yes.
like 3 different menus, 3 different amounts of people and like just totally different from each other.
How many people are working for you now?
3.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to be expanding that soon as you grow?
Probably once I have this
Yeah.
space in Thurmont, I'll be able to.
Yeah.
Right now, the kitchen that I'm in is just, that's 3 is our happy amount of people.
No one's killing each other.
Yeah.
All right. Go to the website, place an order, check it out, sign up for the newsletter at the very least so you can see what's going on. No commitments, but if you need someone to help out in the kitchen, she's got you right here. Sara Kephart, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's thank Sara Kephart. Delicious food delivered right to your door. Okay, coming up tomorrow, Bree from Bree Dieter Photography and Sean Dempsey from the Frederick Airport, plus all the events and happenings. Check us out on the socials. Please subscribe. Help us get to that 500 in 1 week. Get out there. Have an awesome week. And be great, Frederick. We'll see you right here tomorrow morning.
From downtown streets